What's up, Sitters? This is Bradford Douglas along with Joey Edge.
Sitters, what's good?
And Chris Martinez.
What's happening?
With producer Rolf, and we are Front Porch Sitting. And happy Wednesday, guys.
Happy Wednesday to you, buddy. How's everything going?
Two in a row? Yeah, I'm here. I'm here for
He asked
it.
you a question first.
Oh, it's going very well. It's Joseph. I was looking forward to this all week, actually. I was having a very not fun day at work, and I was like, you know what? At least I get to go hang out with my friends tonight.
That's right.
Two in a row.
Two in a row.
Don't
That's
call it a streak.
It's not a streak until it's three.
No, we're getting there.
We are getting there. Chris, how are you, buddy?
Man, I'm great. I'm great, sir. How are you? What's been new for you? You have a little baseball going on. Just a real quick. What's your weekend looked like?
Yeah, we went down to Fort Myers. Played in a little event down there. Not a little event, a big event. Teams from all over the country came. I know a team from Hawaii made it to the Elite Eight here.
What?
Yeah, it was pretty cool watching them play. Yeah, we had a good weekend though. Finished 3-2. We had one bad game that cost us.
Yeah,
that's what it boiled down to. We had a couple of bad innings there and cost us a chance to play for some hardware. But
really quick, that was a big tournament, right?
Huge, yeah.
Yeah, like really big.
132 teams.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah.
A lot of perfect game makes a lot of money.
Yeah.
A lot of money.
In the wrong business.
A lot of money. That was just one of 627 perfect game events around the country.
Yeah.
So
That's crazy.
What's up in the chat? We got Jake in the chat, Mr. Brinson in the chat, Steinrock producer. Joey, I got it. Leave the freaking TV alone.
I can't see it.
My God. So what y'all didn't see is Joey has the TV literally was less than a foot away from his face.
Still couldn't see it.
Still couldn't see it. So in the middle of me trying to read who's in the chat, which we love you, thanks for being here. And if you're not in the chat, we love you too, but you're not here, so I can't read your name. But Joey grabs the TV by the top of the TV and just yanks it and throws it into the TV holder that we have over here on the other side, aka a chair. Now what the heck is going on, dude?
I mean, it was worse here than it was there. So
Yeah, it was worse the entire time.
Yeah.
I didn't ask for your opinion, Brad. You don't get to give it right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Chan is in the chat. Jesse's in the chat. You guys hop in, tell a friend. We got good shows tonight, yeah?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Oh, also, we need to give some people some love for last week's show.
Yes.
It did very well.
Yeah.
Very well received. Tyler did an excellent job.
Yep.
I got numerous compliments and comments throughout the week of how good of a job he did.
Same.
I mean,
Thank
obviously,
you guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Appreciate the love.
Good job, Tyler. You did a heck of a
Tyler,
job producing
great.
that thing. But we thank you, sitters, for listening to that, sharing it, telling a friend. I saw a lot of that, actually. That was really cool. So if we can continue that, that would be great. Make sure you subscribe, and actually go subscribe. Go click the red button that says subscribe.
Absolutely.
You would be
Please.
shocked at how much that helps us.
No, yeah, it's crazy. It really
It helps
is
us a
ridiculous.
ton.
It's jumped up a little bit. It's done well. We've gained some new subscribers here lately in these off months. But we're about to be in the peak season of our podcast. So please make sure you're subscribed. You need it. And yeah, Jesse, Joey is sassy already. Yeah, it's gonna be a good show early.
Yeah, just to echo what you said, Tyler was fantastic last week. If you have not watched or listened to the podcast or watched the YouTube version of Tyler Shudnut, Gator Great, we're going to call him a Gator Great.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
He's currently still there, but he's still a Gator Great.
What's the name of the episode?
Yeah.
He's earned it.
Yeah, he definitely earned it after that performance last week on Wednesday night because he was, like I said, he was fantastic. So go listen. If you're young, if you're a student athlete, go listen to what the guy says. I'm telling you, he's lived it. He's doing it currently. It was impressive. I know Beverly. I don't know if she's in the chat right now, but I know she said she made her and her son and one of his friends that came down to play with us this weekend. She made them listen to it in the car on the way down. She's like, "You're going to listen to it." So, and they ended up enjoying it a lot. So,
Cool.
yeah, good stuff.
Definitely. I didn't want to let another week go by or another minute go by without giving that a little bit more attention.
Right.
And thanking you guys for listening and sharing that in the manner that you did. It does help tremendously. So, again, like it, but really, really, really subscribe. That's the key. We appreciate that. But we got a full show, right, Brad?
Yes, we do have a full show. We are going to hop into another win share. We're doing Auburn tonight. Then we are going to speak on a little NFL. We got the AFC East finish order, as well as the running backs, their gripes in the NFL right now. We got some expert opinions we're going to get to from our two experts, Christopher and Joseph. Not you, Tyler. Sorry, I said your name.
You're doing so good.
And then we're going to talk about Dion. He's got some. He's hot on the recruiting trail again. We're going to see what he does with Florida State. But before we get to any of that, let's go ahead and talk about JW Weaponry. They are the premier gun store in the South, and they are always loaded. Go see John. He's a busy man, but he will make time for you, and he will hook you up. Mention the front porch, get your 5% off. Joseph, you want to give the number?
Yeah, the number to JW Weaponry is 386-243-8587. 386-243-8587.
You can Google it if you didn't get it first time, guys.
Is John an expert, Bradford?
John is an expert. That guy will get on the whiteboard with anyone.
Expert.
Yes, expert.
Expert. All fields.
Exactly.
All fields. Expert.
Big time expert. In
John
all
just rented my slide from me here recently.
Hey.
Love John.
Brad Riddles.
Was that for the back to school bash?
I don't know what it was for. It was for like a party for his kid. I think they had like a little dual function, maybe back to school bash. I think. But yeah, shout out John.
I
Support.
think Bryce might. I think my youngest may have went to that.
Oh yeah, yeah. He doesn't mind if I say his son's name. Yeah, John's youngest son.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Bryce slid on the slide again.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. People supporting people. We'd love to do that.
That's right.
Did John cook any cool food for you that day?
No. I wasn't invited to the party, Brad. I had to go set the
Well, I
slide
know
up.
last time,
kids. It was a
one
kids'
day
party.
me and you went and hung out with Johnson. He cooked some bomb deer. It was really, really good.
Yeah. Yes, it was very good. He fried some deer, amongst other things. Gator tail. But no. I'm sure they probably had good stuff, but I didn't get any of it. I was just there to sweat, set up the slide, and leave. So
Oh, that's okay. John will invite
came,
you.
I
to something.
saw, and I did that.
All right, well.
Marty,
let's
we snuck the Gator flag in behind Brad. He didn't realize it.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
mean,
happened.
I'd seen it when Chris busted out the really cool Florida State flag, and I looked behind you, and then I looked behind me, and I was like, oh, man, but it was like too late to complain, so. We'll file a grievance with the complaint department, Marty. We'll try and get that fixed.
There you go.
So, Auburn, you want to go ahead and get this show on the road, Joseph?
Let's go. I like it. I'm here for that, Brad.
Yes.
So the win total for Auburn is 6.5. Just a brief, quick synopsis on how win shares work. We give our percentages of each game and how we think they're going to do each game, like with the percentage.
0 to 100.
So 0 to 100. I think UMass, that is their first game. I think they're going to win like 100%. So 1.0 is what I'm going to put. So that just signifies 100%. And then at the end, we'll do whatever the total number of percentages, and that in theory is their win total.
Yep.
So that's briefly how it goes today.
If you don't want to do it along with us, which I get, you
Yeah.
could also pick like your favorite team, like Florida State, and like so when we do that, and we are going to do that, then you could already kind of like have that, and then you could throw your win share in when we do that. Because I know you may not care about Auburn or these other schools, but we're like working our way to the schools we do care about
Right.
the most.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Yeah, and we also have some people that like to wager a little bit, so we want to give them a little bit of what we think, anyways.
Well, that's why I thought this one would be interesting, but it turned out to be interesting. Not the way I thought it would be interesting.
Yeah, it is. It is extremely interesting because we're on par with Vegas, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right, Tyler. Like,
Yes. I didn't expect this. Like, if you've been watching the win shares, you've seen like the trend that we've been pretty much hitting the under on every single one.
yeah.
And then a team like Auburn, you just don't expect to get the over.
Yeah.
I didn't
it's kinda
expect my win share to end up where it did, but I will tell you this much. I will not be taking my own advice. If I bet this, it's going under.
Yeah, so Jake Kennedy and shout out Kristen McCardle in the chat. Big Gator. She's awesome.
She is.
But Jake says, bet the under before we get into it. Bet the under. He says 5-7 or 6-6 at best, which would be good for the under. I think like for me, we'll get into it, but I would leave this alone, even though I'm just slightly over, I guess. But I wouldn't bet this under or over.
Yeah.
But let's get to it.
I was gonna say let's talk about it more in detail after we get done because yeah, we'll talk about it. Let's start with UMass. I got a 1.0. I've already said that. 1.0.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any way they lose.
I also have it at 1.0.
All right, I went 80%, but
I like it. UMass with the upset in week 1 at Auburn. I see.
That's very good. UMass has a 2.5 win total on the year.
Yeah.
well, I mean, there's a chance, boys. I'm not saying it's a good one. I'm not saying it's a good one.
So you have it at 0.20 and you still ended. That's why it's at 0.66.
no,
Or
I have
6.
I have an 80% chance of
No, I know,
Auburn
but
winning.
your year win total is 6.6,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So 6.8. Then we'd all be like really close.
Yeah.
Either way, it's your win totals. Here we go. Week 2 at Cal.
Yes, sir. I got it at 0.75.
I have it at 0.70.
I went 80 again.
They
I
have
like it. The same chance to go to Cal as they do at home against UMass the first game of the year. I'm here for it.
Yeah, heck yeah, for sure. Cal is, in case you're wondering, a 5.5 year win total. Cal is.
Yeah.
I think that's a little bit of a little bit of trouble there. That's why I went 70%.
That's why I went 75 because I don't think Cal's very good. However, going to the West Coast,
Yes.
that's
It's the first road game.
Right.
Yeah, it has a little bit of trouble lurking there.
still some excitement in the air in Cal.
Yeah. Then they go to Samford.
Yes, not Stanford.
Not Stanford. Samford actually comes to them.
there, yeah.
Sorry. That's week 3. I have it as 0.10.
Yeah, 1.0 for me.
I went 90.
I like it. I'm here for that. Yep.
Samford doesn't even get Division I win total, so I couldn't tell you their year win total.
It's not high.
No. At Texas A&M.
At Texas A&M for me is 0.45.
I went 40.
I'm at 0.45. Yeah. I did this by myself at Beef O'Brady, so we did not conspire together.
No.
That's no free ads, Beef O'Brady. We will send you a bill. Invoice. Yeah, I think they probably lose this game.
Yeah, I think so too.
I could have went a little bit lower, actually. I thought about it.
0.45 was the highest I felt like I could go there. You know how I feel about Texas A&M. I'm not a huge fan, but I'm also not a huge fan of Auburn. So
No.
I feel like that's a 50-50 game on the favor side of Texas A&M. So that's why I went 45.
Yep. Moving right along, then they get the pleasure of hosting the Georgia Bulldogs.
Brad?
I went 10% chance. There's not a chance in heck they have with Kelsey yelling at the TV and them going to Georgia.
They get Georgia at home,
Just kidding. They can be wherever. It's still 10%.
but it's 10% for me too.
10% for me as well.
Yeah, I think.
Only for at home. If it was at UGA, it's probably 3%.
Yeah, probably. maybe less. Yeah, no, we don't need to spend a whole lot of time there. Georgia's win total on the year is 11.5 for the record.
See that comment?
Which one? Last one?
Yeah.
I can confirm he was putting the work in at Beef O'Brady's.
Thanks, KK.
I was working for sure. So there we go. Now we know who said my name at the restaurant.
Probably so.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. If you guys were in the corner booth playing trivia, just say yes, because I think that was you guys. All right. Moving on at LSU. I think I maybe made a mistake here. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm going last.
Go ahead.
Well, I went 25%. I think LSU is going to be pretty good this year.
I went 0.15.
This is why I think I made a mistake. I think I'm too high. I had this as 0.35.
I don't hate that.
I mean, I think, but here's the issue. It's probably going to be a night game, right? Well, they may get the 3:30 slot.
No, they're not getting the 3:30 slot. That's the CBS slot, right?
Yeah.
Auburn will be 3-2 at that time. LSU will be 4-1.
I don't know what other games. I don't know what other game. Yeah, at LSU, Death Valley.
That's probably a little high.
Yeah.
Just because it's at LSU.
Yeah. That's why I think I have it a little bit high. I think realistically it should probably be at 25%. So I should probably be at 6.8.
I'd have been fine with that 0.3. I think you're right around there.
Yeah.
But I still don't think they have a very good chance to win that game.
Yeah.
I think LSU will overwhelm them.
I think on the defensive side of the ball, they definitely will.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ole Miss. Ole Miss coming there. There's a bye week between Georgia and LSU too, by the way.
Yeah.
I didn't say that, but there's the bye week. I don't think it matters much.
I don't
Not
know.
a fun stretch at Texas A&M, Georgia at LSU, and then Ole Miss at home.
Yeah. I'll go ahead. I went 50% here just because Ole Miss is weird. Sometimes they decide they're going to score 90.
0.50, yeah.
I'm a coin flip here too. 0.50. Yeah.
50-50 for me.
You?
0.50, yeah.
All three of us?
Yep.
Wow.
And I feel like honestly, I think Ole Miss will probably be favored in the game.
Probably. Ole Miss's year win total is 7.5 for the record.
Yeah.
So one more game over, but I think that's partly due to schedule, but still.
Right.
Nonetheless. Mississippi State. Got a little bit of a love affair for Mississippi State.
I went coin flip again.
50?
50-50.
Yeah.
I went 0.65 just because I don't know much about Mississippi State, and it's at home.
True. Like I said, I have a weird affinity for Mississippi State right now, and I don't really know why.
They play
I would-
defense.
Huh?
They play defense.
Yeah. 0.45.
Okay. I mean, I don't hate that.
Yeah, so I have it just less than a coin flip. I think Auburn still has the athletes. What happened?
Nothing. I just had to look at the TV because I couldn't see it.
Oh, yeah, so there was a trivia question that wanted to know the name of the 1930s car that leads Georgia Tech onto the field. I didn't know any other answers, but I knew that one. Rambling Wreck.
That would have been a great one. They said they're going to phone you. That would have been a great one.
I had
Man,
them.
Front
I had
porch
them.
sitting on that.
I had that. I had one AirPod in. I wasn't really listening, but I was reading every now and then. I was like, oh, this is Rambling Wreck. This is easy. But the other ones, I was like, oh, no idea. All right, sorry. At Vandy. Bradford.
I went 75% chance here of winning.
I went 0.60. I think Vandy's better than
Oh, really?
people think.
0.60? Wow. Yeah, I have it at 90% chance to win that game.
I went 75 just because, like, once or twice a year, Vandy decides they're good at football against a random team.
They do have to go to Vandy. Not like that's a huge raucous environment, but
No, there's usually more away fans than home fans. But like
Yeah.
I said, I think
It's
Vandy's
an
a
easy ticket.
little better this year. They're a little more athletic than they've been. I like their quarterback.
I agree. I don't think they're more athletic than Auburn.
Probably not.
I don't think they can handle Auburn physically. Not yet. And Clark Lee and the boys maybe like a year away, probably. Maybe 2
I
years.
mean, I don't think they're a year or two away from being great, but
No, but being able to win that game.
but
in
at
my
least being
opinion.
I think being competitive. I think that's where I'm at. They'll be competitive in that game.
Yeah, I have that as maybe a little high there at 90%, seeing as I had Cal at 70, but 90. Vandy has a 3.5 game win total on the
Really?
year. Yep, 3.5, lowest in the SEC. Only team, the lowest, 3.5.
I might have to play with that.
Yeah, that's low. As when you told me you have it at 60, I'm like, yeah, you probably need to touch that.
I mean, I still believe it. I don't.
Yeah, but
I,
if 4 wins, we need to do Vandy. We'll do Vandy next.
Oh, that'll be a fun one.
yeah,
We'll do Vandy and someone relevant. Yeah, because I'm curious. 3.5, that's so low.
yeah. I'm agreeing with that.
We can go like Vandy and Georgia. See where we're at on Georgia.
I'm here for that.
All right, cool. So there it is. Vandy and Georgia next week. Then we have Arkansas at Arkansas. Arkansas. Where are you at, Joey?
0.25 for me.
Yeah, I like Arkansas too.
I went coin flip again just because I don't know a lot about Arkansas.
Yeah, I'm at 0.35 for
Yeah.
that one. I think KJ Jefferson and that offensive line and their back. What's the back's name? Not Sanders. Yep. They can go. They're good. Where
New
are you at on
Mexico's.
it? 25.
Yeah, 0.25. I just think Arkansas is good.
Yeah,
It's nothing against Auburn. I think Arkansas has a chance
I agree.
to be
I think Arkansas. So Arkansas is 6.5. That's
play a tough
interesting.
schedule.
Yeah, I have to look at schedule.
Yeah, I mean they play a tough schedule.
Hmm.
Play all the West, and then I don't remember who they get in the East, but
It ain't a good draw. Is it Tennessee?
it is. I'm almost positive Tennessee.
I wouldn't
No,
want-
it's not Georgia.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways,
Go ahead, Brad. Next one.
New Mexico State. I'll go ahead and kick it off. Gave them a 90% chance of beating New Mexico State. I know they're not good.
Yeah, 80% for me.
1.0 for me.
Really?
New Mexico State does have a couple of guys that can go.
Yeah, that's-
Same thing. Their quarterback can run. He's electric, but
Yeah.
they're not good. They're not.
But that's like an equalizer. So
It is.
I still don't think it's likely, but
What do you have it at?
80.
Yeah, it's probably. I probably shouldn't have put 1.0 on that one, but
Okay, and then they end the year in the Iron Bowl with Alabama.
yeah, weird things happen in this game, especially when and by one I mean Auburn is bad. Weird things can happen. So I got it at 0.25, but that's only because it's Auburn Bama. If it was anybody else, it wouldn't be that high. But
That's the exact number I have, 0.25.
And I went 0.20 or 20 on that one.
You
so-
do not want Bama at that point in the year.
no,
No.
But it is a rivalry game. We've seen absolutely wild things happen there. So that's why I have it at 25%. So I ended up at 6.9. Brad ended up at 6.6 and Joey at 6.7.
yes sir.
So we're all three on the over, Tyler, which is weird. All three of us wouldn't touch the over.
I would
not.
not.
I will not.
I would not. And it's crazy because, like, I think UMass is a win. I think Cal's a win. I think Stanford's a win. So that's 3.
But then that next 4 is tough.
Yeah, New Mexico State's a win. So that's 4. But outside of that, I don't see, like,
See, I have Vandy as a win too.
First year coach,
But
too hard to bet the over when it's a first year coach.
But still, that's 5.
no, first
yeah,
year.
even you have 5 for sure.
Yeah.
And then, like, there's not, like, Texas A&M, is that really a maybe? Is that a 50-50 game? I don't know.
I'm leaning the other way. So
Right.
I would not count that as a win.
Georgia's
Don't count
a loss.
Georgia.
LSU's
Yeah.
a loss.
Ole Miss, like that's truly a coin flip.
and then Mississippi State, I feel like, could be a coin flip.
Yeah.
And I feel like they're going to lose one of those two at least.
Right. So me personally, I have 4. maybe 5 if you count Vandy, and then 2 coin flips. So you have to win both 50-50 games to go over the win total. If you have to win all your 50-50 games to get over the win total, I'm not touching that.
That's not how probability works. You know, 50-50 means it's going to be half.
Right, in theory.
In theory.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I would leave it alone.
I lean the under, even though I have 6.7. I still lean the under for the overall win total, but
Which is weird. That's like you said, that we are
That's what's
all.
interesting about it.
Yeah. Cool.
that's why I'm not touching it.
Yeah, same. Interesting. I like it.
Before this exercise, I would have,
Yeah.
just so we're clear.
This helps like your line of thinking.
It
It
does.
makes you analyze things a little bit deeper than, oh yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
100% agree.
Yeah. Good. So next week we'll do Vandy and Georgia.
Vandy and Georgia next week. I'm gonna
Cool.
write that down so we remember that.
Yeah, we need to go ahead
There we
and
go.
get that booked.
There we go. Well, we're about to talk some NFL football, but before we do that, let's talk about Bryan Sports, the best sporting goods store around. I don't care where you go, you will not meet a finer gentleman than Brian. He is a good guy, big Gator fan. If you mention us, you get 10% off. So, Joey, do you want to give him the number?
Yeah, the number to Bryan Sports is 755-0570. Or you can call his personal cell phone number. I'm just kidding, Brian. I'm not doing that. Definitely go see him. Like Brad said, mention Front Porch Sitting, get 10% off. And, yeah, best dude around.
Yep, I'm actually about to place another like Columbia High School T-shirt like gear order for my family and myself with Brian, custom done.
Best thing about that
He
is
does
you
that
know-
for you. Yeah, I am.
Yeah, best thing about that is you're about to get some quality stuff.
No, it's like my favorite. Yeah, he does outstanding work.
Yep, we'll talk afterwards.
Yeah.
I may add a little to your order there.
Okay.
So,
There's great prices, so it'll be a
Yeah.
good idea to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Brad.
So, AFC East finish order. Joseph, I'll let you drive this because I don't know as much about the NFL as you do.
Yeah, that's fine. So we did Denver's win shares, and I just feel like it's too much with the NFL.
I agree.
I think it was.
I think it's a brilliant idea here that you had.
So I feel like we should just do finishing order in each division. I think
Yeah.
that's the easiest way to do this. So we can have some discussion, but it's not the entire schedule and way because they have 17 games.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot different than 12.
It's monotonous too. Like it's just
Right.
it's like
Yeah, and the NFL is such a 60-40 league. Like it doesn't matter how good or how bad you are. Such a 60-40
yeah.
league.
There's not a whole lot of 100s in there.
No, there's no 100s.
Yeah.
At any
And
point.
the AFC East is going to be really interesting this year. There's a lot of storylines.
That's kind of why I started with them. I
Yeah,
thought
it's a
that was
great
and
division.
it was just the East. I figured
You're
we
a
could just go
brilliant
East to
man.
West.
Yeah.
Probably makes more sense. But
Brilliant man.
We are on the other side of this though. We do have like college football. Like,
Yes.
So stay tuned. Like, don't leave us. Like, no, I know that like, we all love NFL and fantasy, and like that's exciting to us. But like, if you're a college football fiend, it's coming. So sit tight, hang tight. We'll get to it. I promise.
yes, absolutely yes.
All right. So you want to go reverse order, or you want to go 1 through 4?
I numbered mine 4 through 1, so
That's
let's
how.
go reverse.
That's how I have it too.
Look at us. Look at us.
I think the easiest one is number 4.
I 100% agree with that.
Brad, what do you have?
I don't have anything.
All right, I got it.
Brad has a
Brad's
paper.
gonna sit this one out.
Brad has a paper in front of him, and I noticed there was nothing about the NFL. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to ask Brad who he has in last.
Listen, I got here and I quickly did the.
Oh,
Auburn,
no.
so-
Don't volunteer that.
We all have the Patriots at dead last.
Yes.
Yes.
Did you know they are 7 plus 750 to be the winner?
Really?
Yes.
750 to be the winner of the
AFC.
Of the whole AFC or the AFC East?
The East. AFC
Okay.
East.
That's about right.
Yeah.
And
I
that's
don't
probably
think so.
that's probably some of the worst odds to win a division.
Yeah. It's,
Is it? Okay.
I would
don't
think
know
so. Plus
How to
750.
compare that? Yeah.
They're also 500 since Tom left. 25 and 25.
I don't think they stand a chance to win the division.
I
Personally.
agree. So
I mean, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago on Denver's schedule. I think they're one of the worst teams in the league.
Yeah.
Just roster compilation, quarterback play.
They have no identity. They have no
Yeah,
identity.
what
In the
they-
NFL, you
what-
got to know what you're doing.
Yep.
They don't.
it's easy. That one was easy.
This
What
is where
about
it gets fun.
what about third?
Golly.
For me,
Yeah.
the New York Jets are the third team.
Yeah. I also have the Jets there.
I have the Jets.
Oh wow!
I also have the Jets.
Good job, Brad.
But I could very easily see them jumping into second.
I don't know if I can see it as easily as
I don't see.
Tua gets hurt like crazy.
Okay, so there's my stat bombs all over the place here. But before we get to the Dolphins, because I have the Jets. They're plus 250 to win. They actually have the second best odds according to Vegas.
The Aaron Rodgers effect.
Yeah, they had the
Yeah.
second best odds according to Vegas.
Yeah. How do you
but-
feel about that?
I think it's what Tyler just said. Is the Aaron Rodgers. Like, I think Aaron Rodgers, you insert him into a lineup, and immediately he makes literally everyone else around him better.
I would not be shocked if they won the division. I'll say that.
That's what I was just about to say. I could see them going either winning the division, second or third. I think that they're the third best roster.
Yeah.
So I put them as the third best team.
Yeah. So I have the Dolphins at 2.
I also have the Dolphins at 2.
They are the third, and according to Vegas. They're at plus 290 to win the division.
And really close.
So
to the
close
Jets.
to the Jets. They have the
I
same.
have the Dolphins too.
They have the same win total.
We said it'd be interesting. We all have the exact same order.
I think that's what makes it interesting.
Well, I think we all have the same order, but I think we would all agree that we could see any of those top 3 teams winning pretty easily.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep.
So the Dolphins are 7-4. That's to your point, Tyler. When Tua starts and finishes a football game,
Yeah.
that's the key. If they can keep him in the lineup, then I think they're good. Like I think they can win second and
It's just
potentially
so hard to keep him in.
exactly.
Like-
That's the struggle I had with keeping him at number 2. It's like I mean 7-4 with Tua starts and finishes.
Right.
They lose games when he doesn't. So.
But they also their backup quarterback last year was Teddy Bridgewater.
Right.
Teddy Two Gloves.
Teddy Two Gloves, and then somebody else started a couple of games for them. Maybe Jacoby Brissett or somebody really bad.
No, Jacoby Brissett's in somewhere else.
I don't remember. Anyways, I think they got at least a competent enough backup in Mike White. I think that's why they went out and got that guy from the Jets.
Yeah, I like
Because they
Yeah.
know the injury, and he's a smart enough guy. He's going to get the ball out on time. And if you get Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill the
Right.
ball in space, or Devin Achane, or Raheem Mostert, or
Yeah,
Matt
they
Breida,
have weapons everywhere.
Yeah.
or Durham Smythe, the tight end, like they all can fly for their positions. Like they're very, very, very fast across the board. So Mike White's good enough if Tua were to go down for them to still win games. And their defense added Jalen Ramsey. They have Xavier Howard on the other side. Like
Are they signing Dalvin Cook, or is that not happening?
if they haven't signed him yet, I don't think so.
Okay, they haven't yet as of right now.
Well, yeah, I think they allegedly offered him a contract, and he was not overly excited about that. And so I don't think they will if they haven't yet. I think he ends up signing with Buffalo.
Get to running back. Dalvin Cook goes to Buffalo?
I think he ends up signing
Isn't
with
James
Buffalo.
Cook there?
Yes, brothers.
That
He's
would
the
be cool.
starter right now.
Yep, I think that's where he ends up signing. Personally,
I don't think that will happen just because of that.
All right.
I think that's one reason it will happen.
Okay.
We all have the Bills.
We all
as
have the
number
Bills at 1.
They're Vegas does as well. They're plus 130. I don't know.
I
It's
don't
a
like
little.
that. I don't like that.
I don't like that either.
You
I
think
wouldn't
that should
bet
be? You think that should be higher?
I think the
plus
top
wise.
3 teams.
Plus wise, yeah, like
Plus 190,
yeah,
plus
plus
200.
closer to 200 is
Yeah,
what I have
I
it
do.
at.
I think all the top 3 teams should be in the plus 200 range.
I think the issue is the Bills have won 12 games a year on average in the last 3 years.
Right.
I think
Yeah.
that's the concern there. Did the show just get derailed right now?
Yeah,
What
a little
just,
bit.
What just happened?
Brad has a different number, and he just wanted to show me.
Oh, okay.
Minus 125. Don't
Minus
like that.
1.5, yeah,
For the Bills?
Yeah.
Ugh,
that's terrible.
even
Yeah.
worse.
I don't want that.
No, I would
can
not take
tell you.
that.
They went the
I
worst.
need plus value to take a conference winner.
Especially
Any
this
conference
conference.
winner.
Yeah,
This-
any
especially this division.
Maybe not any conference, or division. Maybe not any division, but this one for sure.
I think the Bills. I think the roster got better, but not on offense. Like I don't think they got any extra weapons for Mr. Allen.
No,
They didn't. I mean, it's still good. Go get Dalvin. I think it does help, but
Yeah, because he doesn't have to carry the load. He's not
Correct.
going to be.
Yeah, that's
he's not going to be a 20 carry guy. He's going to be a 6 to 12 carry a guy.
I think for them it's
Carry
like
game guy.
touches. I think they're going to try and get him double digit.
And then he'll get 4 to 5 catches. A
Yeah,
game.
double digit touches. I think he'll be like 15 to 18 range with Dalvin Cook's touches, and good things are going to happen. But that's where I have it at. Same thing. So
Yax is having a panic attack on YouTube right now.
Yeah, he's a big Bills fan.
No shade there.
Yeah, Kincaid does help. Kincaid's
Yeah.
a massive upgrade on offense, I think. But outside of that, I don't think they did much to get better on offense or on defense, really. I don't think anything that they did really truly helped for right now. But I also think they're
That
really
offense
good.
runs.
they
Right
didn't
now.
need
Yes,
they didn't need a whole lot of
they
help. They've
didn't-
averaged
exactly.
12 games a year.
That
12
offense
months a year,
runs
yeah.
through Josh Allen.
Yeah, and it's going to continue regardless
Yeah,
of
that's-
what they like add.
To Tyler's point, I think Damian Harris is not good. Do not say that. Listen, don't be dumb. Don't be dumb tonight. It's not the night. Don't be dumb. Damian Harris is awful. He's awful. Trent Sherfield, however, will take over the number 2 receiver. Gabe Davis is also awful. So Trent Sherfield will be the number 2. And then they got a who's the slot receiver they got? Decent guy. Can't remember his name. I'm sure he'll tell me in a minute. He's going through the whole roster right now. So not that I can see it, but I know he's doing
Yeah,
it.
he's definitely spamming the comments right now.
I know. I mean,
The Bill,
he's got these
How can
blue and red glasses on right now. You
it's
can't
just
see anything.
it's wild.
We
that,
literally
like,
said Buffalo was going to win
I was
the
about to
division.
say
and he's
it's
mad.
like it's wild that we all three unanimously picked Buffalo to win and getting like just absolutely ramjacked. Anyways,
Damian Harris is about to get cut. He's talking about he's a good back. Okay, buddy.
yeah. All right, Brad, move us on, buddy. Let's
Get
the
cut,
freak
Joey?
off.
Deontay Harris. There we go. Good call.
Deontay Harris.
Deontay Harris. We are going to talk about Florida State now because Dion is up to his old tricks, possibly. But before we do that, let's talk about Josh's barbershop, who I need to go see very soon. Josh, I'm going to be getting with you.
Did you skip a topic, Bradford?
I don't think I did.
Are we doing the running backs or no?
Yeah, we can
Oh.
do that after.
Okay.
We can do
Yeah,
that
you're right. I did skip a topic. I'm
did.
sorry about
So
that,
did
guys.
he. I didn't know if I wanted to
But
cover
back to Josh's barbershop. If they went and seen him, maybe they wouldn't feel so left out in the NFL. I don't know. But that guy's really, really good.
What happened?
Josh can make anyone look good is my point.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
So-
that part is true.
Yeah,
That part's definitely true.
Yeah.
Yep.
So go see him. Joe, you want to give the number?
Yeah, the number is 386-247-1430. Text Josh 386-247. Write it down. 1430.
I need to come see you, man. It's getting a little bit.
I texted him today.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
We'll make it a front porch party.
Well, that was fun when we did that.
Yeah, it was fun. He said he was very busy.
Yeah, he is very busy.
So,
He is
Yeah.
busy.
It's that time of the year, man. Back to school. Everybody's getting their haircuts. I just need a haircut.
Same.
yep, same.
Yeah.
Same.
Yaks, don't apologize. Don't let these guys. No. You talk your stuff, baby. You talk.
You don't have to apologize.
No, you need to apologize, sir. You said Damian Harris is a good back.
Oh, well, yeah,
Apologize
that's
for
not
that.
a great take. That's not. No.
Apologize
no.
for that.
Yeah, that's not a great one.
Yeah.
At
Anyways,
least you can probably see better than Joey.
Yeah, Joey literally almost headbutts the TV every single time he goes to read the comments,
How
and
could
it's
you
like
do this?
literally 2 feet away from him. Can we show? Like, can you show?
Yeah.
No, don't worry. We're gonna get a camera on it.
It's that far.
So close.
Arm's length away.
Put your head up there like you normally have.
Like when you have to go read it.
This is what he's
Look at
doing,
this.
Sinners. This is
That,
what
that's
he's doing
literally
every
what.
single
This
time.
is not an exaggeration.
Yeah, that's right there.
This
He's
is
reading the comments.
can you read
absurd.
Christie's comment there?
Yes, you can. Stop it.
Yeah, I can read that.
Okay.
I went up to read Zachary Maxwell's comment about Rashad Perryman being Jameis made, and that's asinine. I don't even know that they ever played together, buddy.
Don't question Zach or Jameis.
They never played together.
Okay, well he's still Jameis made, whatever he means. They didn't play in Tampa together.
No, sir.
That gummit.
No, sir.
Zach, it's okay. It's okay. Zach's allowed to have fun. It's okay. It's cool. All right, let's move on. Move us on. Let's go.
Anyways,
Oh my God.
running backs do not feel good about how they are being treated in the
I thought
NFL
we
right
were
now.
going to the.
Bradford skipped the topic.
Oh, we're coming back to it.
Yeah,
I thought we were going to put it at the back.
You
side.
guys decide what you want to do.
Let's go. Let's go college football.
there we go. Do it.
So, yeah.
So we'll go college football, and then we'll go back to
Yeah.
running backs in the NFL.
Yeah, I like it. Especially we're talking about the running backs. So you guys here on that. Boom. Cool. We'll get back to
Boom.
it.
Perfect.
Yeah,
All right, I
we're
like
going
it.
to college.
All right, Deion Sanders over in Colorado, once again flirting with a 5-star Florida State commit.
Nope.
Nope, not a commit.
Just a target, right?
Or target. Okay. there we go.
Lean. Florida State lean.
Yeah.
We'll go there. He's expected to commit to Florida State. Yes. But this week he took a unexpected trip to Colorado, unofficial visit on his own dollar. It's just it's a bit intriguing that a kid who's like supposed to be like a Florida State lock, like all the big people in the industry say that he's a Florida State lock, goes to across the country to Colorado to visit Deion Sanders and Colorado and Charles Kelly, who can freaking recruit. Trust me on that. Been there, seen it, done it. He can recruit. It's a multi-day visit, so he's there Wednesday and Thursday. He comes back on Thursday, and he is going to decide on Friday. So, like, yeesh.
They look comfy in this picture.
Yeah, that's his. They look like they're having a good time, don't they?
They do.
He kind of looks good in the Colorado colors. I can't
Yeah,
lie.
yeah.
Like that's a clean photo.
That
man.
is. I didn't know Charles Kelly was up there.
Yeah, Charles Kelly is their defense coordinator.
Wow.
He was the DC for Florida State's 2013 National Championship team, in case anyone was wondering. So I don't love the fact that. Are you wrong?
No, I'm 100% correct.
Okay, so he's wrong.
They never crossed paths in Tampa Bay
Okay, got it.
because Jameis left in 2019 and Rashad Perriman got there in 2021. So,
Oh boy.
2-year gap.
Ooh, Christy with a question. Love it. We'll get to it in just a second, Christy. So Joey, as an outsider,
Yeah.
how do you feel? Will you throw that picture up there one more time so Joey can? Well, you might be able to see some. There's 4 people in the photo. There you see.
Yeah.
Can we make it bigger for you, Joseph?
They look.
There you go.
Okay, pause.
There you go.
All right, go ahead.
All right. What's your opinion on this?
The photo itself?
No, I mean the photo's fire.
Yeah, that's
The
what I was
kid
about to
taking
say.
a visit to Colorado. There's something.
I mean,
You're in a
If I-
sports
if-
podcast. You have to have a take.
he's a DB, right? I don't have a problem with anybody as a DB going to Colorado. I find it hard to believe that a lot of them will stick. It depends on how I think Travis Hunter and Cormani McLean how they play this year. If they're locked down, if you're a DB, if you're a corner, why would I question wanting to go play for the best that's ever played the game?
I wholeheartedly agree. So I'm gonna go ahead and you want the heat, we want the juice, we want the tea. Do we want all that?
Yes.
Okay. So I talk with Jake Kennedy on Twitter occasionally, and we share some opinions and sources. We have different sources, but we both have a little bit of juice on this. And I was telling him, I was like, look, man, and we'll get to Jake's question because he asked a good one too. He said, look, like what's going on with this? And I'm like, everyone that I talk to on Florida State side tells me it's okay, like it's good, like he's a null. And I'm like,
Golly.
guys, I love you, and you're
Heard
not
that before, haven't you?
You're not normally wrong, but I don't like it. I think he'll go. I think he'll sign with Colorado. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't
When is he
think
committing?
Friday. He gets back to Sarasota from his Colorado
Yeah.
visit on Thursday.
That's tough. That's a tough
It's
look.
an unofficial visit. Like he was going on his own.
Oh, it's unofficial?
Okay, wait. He's going on his
Yeah.
own dime. Okay. Yeah, he's paying to go. Trips. Clayton Steinrich is probably giving him a freaking ticket, if we're being honest. He's allowed to have the buddy passes now. He's probably just flying him out there. He's a Colorado fan.
True.
No, that was a
probably true,
joke.
though. probably true,
But I don't know, man. Those plane tickets do cost like $45 from Florida to Colorado. However, there is something that the kid's making an effort.
He wouldn't have gone for no reason.
Correct.
Yeah. That's your
And like so, Seminole fans, and I love you guys because like we're Seminole here. I didn't wear any Seminoles last week in respect to Tyler Sheldon.
Right,
I did
right,
that on purpose. We
right.
took the flag down. I'm all no, but I'm telling you to say because this is what I've heard. He's just trying to build up suspense before his commitment, so that because so many people say he's a Florida State lean. There's other ways to do that
Right.
that don't require you to take a 48-hour trip in Boulder, Colorado. So, like, that makes you feel good. Maybe helps you sleep at night. There's something to it. He may still pick Florida State. My people, like, pretty close, say he's a null. Like, he's a null. He's going up there with teammates who are committed.
Mm-hmm.
Don't love it, especially with the history.
I was going to say, I think the history is what makes it worse for you guys.
Yeah, Travis Hunter.
PTSD.
That was brutal. And then, like, so not only him, but like Cormani McLean, they did the same thing to Miami.
Yeah.
You know, 5-star corner. That would be 3 5-star corners in 3 classes.
Which is a legitimate possibility.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey,
But
real quick, Zach was right. They did play together in 2019.
oh, Joey,
I had to look deeper into it.
Takes a grown man to
let's
they're
go,
wrong.
let's go, Zach.
Had to
I
go
told
deeper
you
into
my guy don't have bad takes. Maxwell is on
was right.
time.
Good job, Zach.
Zach Maxwell is correct. Joey, you're a man for admitting it. He is Jameis made. We knew that. You didn't even know that he played with Jameis until my guy told you because that's how good Jameis was. He made him a good player for
Yeah,
a series.
he had 36 catches for like 600 yards or something that year.
That's not the worst.
Because Joey will get you heated. That's why, Zach.
All right, you're right, Zach. You're right. The comments are always like I think we're ahead,
We're like 30 to 40.
so he
seconds
doesn't
ahead.
know that we've already gave him his credit. All right.
Bouchard Perriman Superman, sadly.
I'm not gonna lie, I was too, but I for some reason I thought that he was there after.
I thought they
But-
crossed in Tampa.
But so he went to Tampa, then went to Chicago for a year, and then went back to Tampa.
Okay.
I forgot about the first stint in Tampa.
Gotcha. But I do think so, Joey. If you had to place a wager I know you're not super in tune to this, and I am, so I'm giving you the insight here.
Yeah.
What would you think happens Friday? Does Charles Lester, longtime Seminole lean, commit to Florida State, or does he commit to Colorado?
I think he commits to Florida State.
Really?
I do. I think he commits to Florida State or pushes it back. I don't think he commits to Colorado right now.
I don't think he pushes it back.
I
There's
don't-
like a huge ceremony set up and everything.
Yeah, I don't think he
It'll
pushes
be-
it back either. So I think he commits to Florida State, but I think, like I said earlier, I think if Travis Hunter and Kamani McLean go out and do damage,
Yeah,
Travis is only going to play one more year anyways in college football.
correct.
If he does what he's supposed to do.
Both sides of the ball.
Right. So if he does what he's supposed to do, he's only playing one more year anyways, and so then he comes in and just fills in probably at the slot and then does whatever after that. But yeah, I think Florida State's still the go-to.
Okay. Brad?
I think he commits Florida State, but the article I read about it, and you said this earlier, recruitment's not over. Like even if he does commit, recruitment's not over. We got burnt recently. So
That's the thing about all these kids is the recruitment's never over until the dotted line is signed, and even then you have to recruit them to stay. So
Yeah, because they can leave literally for no reason.
yeah,
What's the impact on Mike Norvell if he does flip? How bad does that look? None?
0 to me.
0?
0.
Okay.
yeah, I don't think so either. Really.
I don't get too twisted on the high school recruiting. You know
was
what I
saying-
mean? Like
I was just that's my only point. Is like it's kind of like a stereotype at this point that he doesn't
Yeah.
get the guys. So that's the only reason I ask.
Yeah,
I don't know anything about this.
No, you're that's not totally wrong what you said as far as like prep is concerned. But yeah, it wouldn't be. Maybe 0 is not the right answer.
He's the one that said ain't no Travis Hunter over here.
No, because that person said it as they were committed. Maybe he did say it.
no, that person is committed and will be playing this year because I remember who we talked about him because we loved that.
Yeah, I can't
remember who it was, but that's a 23 commit.
I'll trust both of you on that. I don't remember.
You know, one,
Jake's about to tell us, so I'm not worried. I'm not going to speak on it too much. I'm not sure.
one other thing
But to your point, Brad, I'm gonna say he goes to Colorado personally, but I just don't think I don't think that recruitment's over at all. Like at the least, if he picks Florida State,
it was Hakeem.
it was Hakeem. We love Hakeem.
Yeah. Well,
You don't
I
love
don't.
him.
Know. I think Hakeem's bad, but
He's not bad.
But that's like an elite quote.
Yeah, ain't no Travis Hunter over here.
Yeah.
no, that's I do
That's
like that
elite
about
level.
Hakeem.
Charles Lester is not saying that. He's saying the opposite. He's posting I'm not a null. He's posting all kinds of things. Like, yeah, it's not great to be a Seminole fan with that recruitment. But they feel confident about it, so it just is what it is. I don't think
Tyler's trying to derail the whole
He's
thing right now.
gone off the rails over here. We need a Tyler cam that we get access to, and we push the button when he's not ready for us to do it.
I turned the TV off for you.
Oh,
Game was over.
Tyler, no,
Game was
Game was over.
Game
I
was
wouldn't have
over.
done.
I wouldn't have done that had we not
Oh,
clinched it right there.
okay.
It's a big win for the Red Sox. That's all. Carry on.
I just think he commits to. I think he'll probably commit to Colorado. I hope and pray I'm wrong. I've been told that I'm wrong by people that feel very confident about it, so I hope I am. He's a good player, but it's not like Brad said in the article. It's not done at all. Like that's gonna
Yeah.
be. He's a South Florida kid. Dion's from the same town, basically. Like that's not a wrap.
You know, one thing really interesting me and Chris talked about once, and this is not in the show notes, I apologize.
I
we
love it.
We talked about these kids like Travis Hunter and Charles Lester, and Chris told me he wasn't super pissed that Travis Hunter didn't go. He's like, because when you get that kid after you spend all that time recruiting him, you now have to start their D recruitment. And I thought that was really, really interesting. That was something I had never heard of.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a real thing, obviously. Like, you tell this kid how great he is, how much of an impact he's going to have, blah, 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 blah. You recruit him, right? You tell him all the good things. But then like, you have to de-recruit them when they get there.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
You have to, like, bring them back down to reality. Like, hey, we love you, but you're just a guy here. And you're going to have to earn everything.
literally everything.
Yeah. And so, yeah, you have to start the de-recruitment process. And for some, it's, like, tough to handle. They've had every coach in the country tell them how great they are, college coaches.
Right.
And then now it's like, hey, you're just, like, you're third on the depth chart right now, bud.
Right.
Like, you'll get reps when you get reps, but it won't be early.
Yeah.
In some cases.
And that's-
obviously. Some cases they are, but
And that's tough for like you said, some kids to handle.
Yeah,
that's
that's-
not an easy thing to do because everywhere you've been the best player on your team, ever,
Right.
forever and ever. So
yeah, and that's that adversity. It's like really easy to fold and be like, okay, yeah, right. Well, Ohio State told me I can start tomorrow, so I'm bouncing. And then you get to Ohio State, and they're like, hey, man, we're so glad to have you, but here's number 34. Get over there, like behind the two guys that are going in the first round.
right behind number 1 and number 6 over there.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they got cool numbers.
33 for you. Whatever.
I just thought that was really interesting when you told me about that.
No, I mean, we definitely wanted him. He's a freak show, but
Yeah.
Love that.
he hasn't played very good defense this year. It's
I'm going to say he goes to FSU.
really 3
Just
against
a
1.
gut.
Okay,
Just a
I like
gut.
it.
my
Do you
people.
think he sticks with FSU?
So he's not committed to Florida State. That's the big thing with Travis Hunter is he was committed to Florida State.
Right.
He decommitted on the spot.
Right.
So
So
he's-
this has just been a Florida State lean for a while.
Yeah, all the crystal balls are on him to
Right.
Florida State.
You said he's a legacy?
No,
No? Okay.
What do you think if he does commit to Florida State? Do you think he sticks with Florida State?
Man, that's the question, isn't it?
I think if they get him
In
committed,
2023?
I think if they get him committed, he stays.
Yeah.
If they get his commitment right now, then they're good.
They're good?
Yeah, because I think
What if Colorado goes 6-6
I don't
and
think
play so either?
I mean, they make us, but they're not going to play really good defense. They're going to score if they're going to do anything.
They got 2 lockdown corners allegedly, in theory.
Travis Hunter gets cooked at Jackson State, so
Several times. I very much enjoyed those
5-star.
highlights.
5-star
Number 1 player in the nation.
cooked.
Did he really?
Yes.
Yeah,
I didn't see those.
a lot
He made some plays too, though.
on offense for sure.
Better offensive player.
Oh yeah,
I agree.
you play offense for Florida State. Yeah, he's good. I'm not hating the kid. That Duggar can play, but he'll be a first rounder. There's no doubt
They would have found a place
On
for
offense.
him.
on offense. The one thing that someone told me that I find interesting is NIL opportunities. Colorado does have them,
Right.
But they have a state tax in Colorado. Florida does not have a state
not.
tax.
Yeah. That
You know,
plays.
That
was-
does play. That does matter because we don't
does.
need to come up with as much money because we're not getting taxed
Yeah.
on some of that.
That was the other big point in the article I read, that Florida State's NIL wasn't as well established when Hunter was coming through. So they said
wasn't.
now Battle's End and what's the other one?
Yeah, and there is another one, but it's Rising Spear.
Rising Spear.
But it's
They
just
said
Battle's End.
they weren't quite as established, and now Florida State has so much more than they had at the time that they'd be a much more profitable situation for any student athlete.
Yeah. Hey, can we jump up a little bit, Tyler, and can we get to Christy had a good question. I liked it. And I think, we're going to get to Brian's too, but I think Jake had a question in there too. Oh, yeah. Jake's is on the same screen. I'll read it, Joey, for you. Don't worry.
Thank God.
All right. Christy asked, ESPN's College Game Day kicks off in Charlotte, South Carolina versus North Carolina. Who do we like here? Who wins?
I'm going to go with North Carolina and Drake May.
Yeah, did you know Drake May accounted for 5,000 total yards?
I did.
Last year?
I looked it up.
That's crazy.
After we had that argument a couple weeks ago, I
Yeah.
looked it up.
That's pretty good.
He's
is.
a freak.
I like Drake May. He's
He
just,
had-
he's
he
just
had-
not a top 20 quarterback in the NFL today.
He had one tool, though.
Yeah.
Just the one receiver. Caleb Downs. He was like that, though.
Yeah.
But
Where's he at now? Josh Downs. Where's he at now?
Josh Downs. Where's Caleb Downs?
Is he with the Colts?
Yes.
Heck yeah, I thought
He's
so.
the new T.Y. Hilton.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
hey, you're
Second-
welcome. Fantasy
second, third
football,
round?
you're welcome.
No, he's good.
Josh
Yeah.
Downs,
What?
the new
Oh,
T.Y.
come
Hilton. You're welcome.
But anyways, Drake May is like really good.
I agree.
Anyways, I think with it just doesn't depend if freaking North Carolina wants to play defense at all. Like, do they have a pulse at all? I think I would lean North Carolina and Drake May. They do have a new OC. I think that probably helps them. South Carolina's they lost a lot in the portal. I'll go North Carolina. I'd be much happier betting the spread. Is there a spread on that yet?
Drake May greater than Spencer Rattler. Give me the better quarterback.
I agree. We'll look at a spread.
I want North Carolina.
I wonder what the number is. Tyler's going to find it.
Are you looking at it, Tyler?
The other question was Jake Kennedy asked, and I think it's a fair question to ask: is Dion targeting FSU? He's not. This kid isn't really a commit, but like
They're bored.
they're bored. Their roster, because he did get 4 off their roster in the portal.
2.5. North Carolina by 2.5.
I think the number is probably about right.
Yeah,
2.5.
still going.
I think Vegas is ridiculously good. Like, what the hell?
Why are they so good?
How is that? Like, that's the right number in my mind. I'm like,
Like, I could have never got there, but the second you tell me, I'm like, yeah, that's it. That's it.
no. In my mind, I'm like, okay, I'm being greedy. I'm like, let me get 4. Like, let me get 4. They're like, no, you can have 2.5.
Yeah.
I'm like,
They're just like, yeah, 2.5. That's right.
yeah, that's
And they
the right
get you
number.
because of the field goal.
Yeah, that's the hook. Yeah,
Yeah, they get you
Dude,
there.
that
Like, here,
half
take
point
this.
has killed me so many times.
Yeah.
so that's the hook. That's what it does.
So with that note, I may take South Carolina.
Yeah, since we're all on the other side. Okay, and then Jake said, Deion targeting FSU's recruiting board for sure. I don't disagree. I think this one is a bit unique because the kid's from the same hometown and he plays his same position.
He's also a 5-star
He's
DB.
a 5-star DB, so Deion's going to go get them.
What school does he go to?
He's transferred to Venice, but he's from like the Sarasota area,
Gotcha.
like where Deion was.
Deion was at Fort Myers, right?
Yeah, he was in that. Yeah, that's the same.
A little, I mean, it's a little north or a little south of Sarasota, but still same area.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see a reason that he would do that, other than he likes the guys that they like. So maybe I don't know, but he doesn't seem like I don't see Florida and Colorado in any battles.
Florida and Colorado?
Yeah, I don't see Alabama and Colorado in many battles.
No, and Charles Kelly has like history with Florida State.
True.
He was literally the defense coordinator for 2 years there.
True, and kind of
In the national title run.
yeah.
When they had the 11, so here's the thing that people have a hard time with. Can we let's just like pivot here for a minute?
Yeah, I'm in.
Teams have a hard time with this. Here's what they have a hard time with, like fans. Florida State's players in that time, of course, are loyal to Florida State. But they're more loyal to their position coach or their coordinator. Like, they love Jimbo Fisher. Like, those guys, Jalen Ramsey and those guys on those teams. And they love Charles Kelly. Like, they love that guy, their coordinator.
Yeah.
Not saying they love him more than, like, Florida State, because Jalen Ramsey was on a – Jimbo Fisher put Jalen Ramsey on a Texas A&M edit, and he's like, bro, get me off of this. Like,
Right.
I didn't play. You're
that.
not claiming. So,
Right.
like, they still love their university, but they do have love for their coach, too.
Yeah.
And so, like, there's something to that. Like, you have a Charles Kelly who has the credibility from Bama and from Florida State. Like, he can recruit. Like, I've literally been in the same room as that guy when he's recruiting, and it's like, it's different. It's different. So,
For you to say that, because you weren't a big Charles Kelly fan while he was coaching, but
I kind of did. I say is it Charles Kelly? Am I saying the right name? I think I might be saying the wrong thing.
No, that's right.
Who was Florida State's linebacker coach that I didn't like?
I just remember we didn't like Charles Kelly for a while.
Yeah, Charles Kelly wasn't liked in Tallahassee.
Dude, I'm so off. Jeremy Pruitt was the linebacker, was the defensive coordinator. I'm sorry.
That makes a lot more sense.
I don't like Charles Kelly.
Yeah, because when you said he was the national champion, I was like,
I've been saying that
maybe
wrong.
I'm wrong. But
I've been
Charles
saying
Kelly
that.
was just on staff then, but
He
he
was
was
the
the DC at Florida State.
well, he
not,
was the
not that year.
Not that year, but he was there.
He was the linebacker coach, and if I remember correctly, he inherited the defense, right? Like when they
He
all
didn't win the national championship.
Yeah, but he inherited the defense after Jeremy Pruitt left.
Yeah, but I was talking about Jeremy Pruitt being like the guy.
Yeah.
He's the good recruiter.
Okay.
I've never really been around Charles Kelly.
Okay.
Jeremy Pruitt, yeah, he can recruit.
Because I was really confused because you're giving
Yeah.
a lot of Charles Kelly praise. I was
Yeah,
like, man,
no.
Chris really did not like him.
I had that mixed up.
Okay,
That's on
that-
me. I apologize.
Okay.
That's
That makes a lot more sense now.
yeah. Kelly can't recruit that good.
All right. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No. I'm glad you did because we got to the bottom of it. Because I'm like, yeah, Charles Kelly's not right. But I couldn't think of the other guy's name. Pruitt, Jeremy Pruitt. He's the guy. Because I was like, well, Kelly was at Bama too. But I'm talking about Jeremy Pruitt. Neither here nor there. We can get off this whole thing. I think like those guys have loyalty to their coaches to an extent. They like their fans, like their universities as well, but they're loyal to their coaches to an extent as well.
Those are their guys, man. That's who they hang out with.
Yeah.
What's next, Brad?
Jake Kennedy had talked about a DM for Twitter. Do you have that, Joey?
I do have that. Do we want to go to that now? We can do that. I'm good with that. And we can go to running backs after this. Is that good?
Yep.
It says Pruitt recruits well with McDonald's bags.
Yeah, that's what he did.
Caleb Downs is at Bama. Okay, I knew that. I hear that name.
Yeah.
Sorry. All right.
Yeah. Pruitt's the one that Tennessee
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Yeah.
that.
put money in McDonald's bags.
He allegedly there was one evening in a restaurant /
McDonald's.
establishment. No, we didn't go to McDonald's. Brad. I'm not going to McDonald's to hang out. Jeremy Pruitt was walking around. He probably had 3 or 4 buttons of his shirt undone at this point. And there were some like drinks and things allegedly on the table. And like, no, don't worry about it. There's a black card to take care of it. Oh, okay. True story.
How about that?
Yep.
All right.
Allegedly.
So Jake sent us a tweet about Alabama.
Yes.
It's kind of interesting, actually. It may change your mind on Alabama a little bit. We'll see. So since Greg McElroy won the starting job in 2009, 5 of the 6 Alabama national championships under Nick Saban have come in years that they had a first-time starting quarterback. It happened 9 times. Average record is 13-1. They have 5 national championships, 7 SEC titles. 0 times missed the playoffs, and seasons with more than 1 loss was 2. The years where they had a legitimate fall camp quarterback battle, 11, 14, 15, 16, and 18. Average record 13-1, 3 national titles, 1 season with more than 1 loss.
Which one of you opened this?
Me just now.
Oh, okay. So it was there unread.
Yeah,
Oh, dang, I missed it.
I did too.
I'm glad he told us about it.
Yeah, same, because I apparently just disregarded it on my watch and then never went back and looked at it on my
Oh,
phone.
so you turned the notification off. Joey did.
But it wasn't open.
Oh, so it was still
I
in
never
there.
opened it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That
It's
is
also on X.
interesting.
It's not on Twitter. It's on X.
It's on Twitter. Mine says Twitter.
Mine still says Twitter.
Yep. So it's not on X.
9 times, 13-1,
Yeah.
5 titles, 7 SEC titles, 0 times missed the playoff.
That's wild.
That is nuts.
And they got a legit battle of the quarterback position right now.
They do.
13-1 is pretty hard to disagree with.
My question for Jake, and I don't know the answer, that's why I'm asking him. He's our Alabama connoisseur.
Right.
Was it a year where they had, Alabama's quarterback room better than me? I feel like there's 2 or 3 in there. I feel like that have a legitimate opportunity to win the job.
I think it's a 2-man race at this point.
Well, if
but-
it's 2 men, then my question's void. Because I was going to say, if you have 2, it's easier to split the reps up and find out who is better.
Right.
If you have 3, they're like, I don't know, his upside, his potential. It's harder. It takes longer to get the right guy in that position.
Yeah.
So the coordinators was Kiffin, Loxley, and O'Brien, 14, 18, and 21.
That's the interesting part to me. I think Kiffin was a good OC. I'm not so sure about Loxley. I think he was pretty good.
By all regards, he's a good offensive mind.
Yeah, I think he was good, and then he went to Miami. But I think that's more Mario. I think Mario's
Loxley's at Maryland.
right, but he went to Miami,
Right.
right? Mario's first year, wasn't he the OC?
You're thinking of Gaddis from Michigan. Loxley's the head coach at Maryland for a minute. He got the Tagovailoa, Tua's brother,
Yeah,
because of his relationship with him from Bama.
maybe.
Yeah.
I
Pettis,
wondered
maybe.
why he went to Maryland.
I remember Pettis, but
Loxley,
I didn't know that.
because he coached Tua.
That's great insight, Christopher.
Gotcha.
good job.
gotcha.
Either way, I'm not a huge fan of Tommy Reese.
You're thinking of Lashley.
Lashley.
Yeah.
That is exactly what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Thank
And he
you.
went to SMU, and then they got Gaddis from Michigan.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That is 100% true.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but I'm not a huge fan of Tommy Reese, the new OC. But if Bill O'Brien can do it, then Tommy Reese can do it because they're basically the same guy.
I agree. I
Just a
don't.
younger version of him.
Yeah, I think Tom Reese is pretty good. I'll be honest. You don't like him?
I'm not a huge fan.
Really?
No. I think it's because I hated watching him play quarterback at Notre Dame.
Oh my God, that's not fair.
It's not. Life's not fair. I don't like him. Brother.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Fair. Yeah, I don't think Tom Reese is a bad coach.
I just like
It comes down to this.
Notre Dame's offense was bad last year. It was very boring, not fun to watch.
Okay, it's very boring, not fun to watch. No weapons on the outside. They mauled people though. They're
not
good up
mauling
front.
people.
They're gonna maul people at Alabama.
Okay.
You don't think they will?
No.
Really? You don't think they're gonna pound the freaking rock at Alabama?
I think that times have changed a touch.
Okay.
I don't think
Carry on.
I don't think that you can just get away with pounding the rock when you're at Alabama anymore. I don't think it works that way anymore.
I don't know. Time changes. Alabama doesn't.
Okay. Well, they haven't beat Georgia lately.
Well, nobody has. So
I was gonna say,
it's
that's
been
not
3
fair.
years.
So but that's still the goal to get to, right?
Georgia pounds the freaking rock.
Until they don't need to.
Yeah.
But they really didn't pound the rock last year.
Nah,
They
they
really
were better-
gonna
they
let
were-
Stetson Bennett go to work. 3,700 yards passing.
Walk on quarterback, man.
Dude, you got a guy that's played
That
football
was
for
on scholarship.
27
It somehow was a
years.
walk-on and on scholarship. It was the most amazing thing ever.
I think Alabama will run the ball as much as they need to. I still think that's what Nick Saban wants to do. That's their identity. When they have, especially when they don't have a proven quarterback, they're going to give him like the opportunity to turn around and be creative, hand the ball off, play action, misdirection, things like that. But they're going to
Yeah.
It's all going to be predicated off the run game. He's not going to drop back 30 times for whoever wins the job. Not every single game. There's just no way.
Yeah, I mean, but
If they
but
do that,
adapted,
then 10.5 isn't a good number.
they did that though. They adapted with Tua. Mac Jones threw it way more than I thought he should, and it worked. It was
Mac
successful.
Jones is
But they
better.
they have weapons,
Mac Jones was like he was the guy when it was his turn to be the guy.
but he's not a good quarterback.
He's
And
an
that's-
NFL quarterback.
He is, and he's probably the worst starting quarterback in the NFL.
Well, Mac Jones or Drake May?
Drake May in a landslide. Drake May by a mile. I can't see any of that, so you're gonna have to read it.
There's a it's good stuff.
You guys
Christy,
keep putting in comments so that Joey can get frustrated
Yeah.
enough to get glasses on the show one week.
that's true. Christy had a question. We'll get back to the Bama stuff in a minute because Jake's in here and Jake is as clued into Bama as anyone. But Christy said, sidebar, there's a cornhole tournament for our Columbia School football team coming up on August 12th. Is it a bunch of professionals or open to people that suck but like playing? Okay,
Yes.
so both. Yeah, literally both. So there's a blind draw, which is like your normal average Joes or people that suck like me. And you may get put with someone that's really good. You may get put with someone that's really bad. It's a blind draw.
Right.
And then there's so that's like for your more like casual cornhole player, probably. Definitely. And then there's team where you can enter as a team, and that's where you pick your partner ahead of time. And those people are literally are usually the winners. They're really good. They're like typically like professionals. You're not really going to win that team version if you're not good at cornhole.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Did I do that right? Did I
think
say
so.
that right?
Yeah. Is there two separate tournaments?
Yeah. So there's a blind draw,
Right.
and then
I just wanted to clarify.
yes. Thank you for doing that. There's a blind draw, and that's where like all four of us get in there and we get random partners.
Right.
And we may get paired with somebody like Trey Hossford, who's a pro, or Ricky Jernigan, who's a pro, or you may get paired with
Me or you?
me. Yeah, you
Which
and me,
we're not
who-
pros.
I'm not pro. I can hit the board a couple times and I'm happy.
Hoping for the best, and we
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes, you and Josh definitely need to do it.
Yeah, if you do the team version, just you two. I don't know how good Josh is and how good you guys are, but that's where like the competition at the top will be. Probably.
Most people are going to do both, though, right?
I would think most people do both.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are you doing both? Are you
Uh,
playing? Are you allowed to play?
I am allowed to play
Okay.
because I can't win. They want my money just like they want everyone's money. Mine spends too. No, I think I don't want. I personally don't want to play cornhole all day long. I have
When is
to,
it?
It's a Saturday, August 12th. I have to be around and
Mingling.
yeah. So I can't play cornhole all day. So I think I'm gonna do the blind draw, and I'm gonna pray I get paired up with like Trey Hossford or Doug Peeler.
There is no age limit. I don't believe, right? If you're
Bet if you're not even old.
you gotta be under 55. Kidding.
No, there's no age limit. No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Maybe it's.
Are we talking about Eric, or are we talking about like a 6-year-old?
Yeah, I'll get clarification on that. I don't want to speak out of turn. I know it's at the Shrine Club, and so there is potentially like drinks served.
Right.
So I don't know. I don't want to say bring the 12-year-old in here, and because there are some kids that are really good at cornhole, but there is
Right.
I think there will be alcohol on the premises, whatever. Like not sold by us, but by the Shrine Club.
Eric wants to play. He can play, probably.
Yeah, absolutely. Love Eric. He's fine. He looks like a grown man, anyways.
Yeah, he does. He definitely does.
Really. Yeah, that's. But the cornhole, like, if you guys want to do that, it's going to be fun. It'll be fun. It does support the football team directly. We just bought a trailer that we're hoping this tournament will pay for. So, yeah, it'll be fun.
Love
If
that.
you're in town in the area, hop out, DM us, text us. I'll give you more details as needed.
August 12th, what time?
I think registration starts at 9. Start playing at 10.
Okay.
You could sponsor. Sponsorships are available too. Like if you want to sponsor a lane, there'll be 8 lanes. You could sponsor a lane if you wanted to.
Gotcha.
Those are available. I think there's 8 lanes. I think we've sold 5, so there's 3 available.
Cool. Front porch sitting, maybe need to do that.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah, actually, it's probably not a bad idea.
That's actually a pretty good idea.
Thanks. I'll be right back.
Actually, we'll do that. We'll sponsor one. Let's do that, and
do.
because it gets you like certain entries. I think we could all get enter with. Anyways, we'll do. We'll have our production meeting off the air in a minute. Sorry. Jesus,
Sorry about that.
good idea. No, we'll
Yeah.
do it. Carry on. What we got?
We want to talk about the running backs in the NFL real quick.
Yeah,
Do we?
right after we talk about the country club at Lake City.
Let's do that. That is, I will say this, man. I had such a good day when I went up there with Chris and ate. I don't golf, but that eating was really, really nice. That's some of the best wings.
That eating was really
was
nice.
really, really nice.
Oh
boys.
my gosh.
Those wings were amazing, though. Like, seriously, I don't know that you can find better wings in Lake City.
There's probably two places. Chris's house and Joey's house.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
That's all. Yeah.
I was
yeah.
really worried. I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
I
yeah,
was-
Not in a restaurant. There's
Okay.
no restaurants better.
Okay, I
There
was
really
about to say, I
isn't.
was
That's I promise. That's
Oh, I'm not exaggerating. I did not get to be this big by not eating good. I promise you. Their chicken wings are off the chain.
I thought
No.
Joey was about to blow up my ad read there, like
I
tell me
did
like
too.
restaurants that were better. I was like,
No, sir.
They-
There is not a single restaurant in this area.
I had
Not-
wings
not
from-
anywhere in this area.
I had wings for beef for braised tonight. Not even
as good.
close.
They're not. I'm telling you, the country.
They're
club
really
wings
not.
Are as good as it gets.
and that was the
Seriously.
first time I'd been in there, and it's a really nice area too. Like Chris
Yeah.
said, they y'all have y'all's draft there. And I was like, man, that's a really cool
It's
place.
it's really cool.
I was just fixing to say, like, I get around this time of year, I get so excited for our draft.
Yeah.
I love the draft because me, you, Shane, all of our friends get
Brian
together.
Saunders.
Brian Saunders, who wins
Champ.
Yeah, way too often.
Yeah, he wins so much.
Hasn't Shane only won once?
No, Shane's won a few times.
Oh, nice, good Shane.
All right, let's go.
Anyways,
Yes.
I get so excited. I love that part of it, but I love eating. Like, that's the one time I know for sure that I'm gonna get those wings.
Yeah.
Like I just know that it's happening. So I love that night of the year. Anyways, go see the country club, play golf there too. It's a good time. 752-2266. Ask to speak to Dave Mel. He'll get you hooked up with a membership if you need it. And yeah,
I think I'm playing Friday morning.
are you?
Yeah.
You should play tomorrow. Wait, you have practice.
No, I have football. I think
tomorrow?
If you want to. Do you want to?
No, I'm just amazed. Like, do you ever work?
I took this week off because I was the championship of the tournament.
You
was
took the
supposed to
whole
be-
week off?
Well, no, because I'm working Friday for some stupid reason. Beverly,
Bev.
What is?
there's no chance. I wrote on my paper July 24th to July 28th. I wrote that on my sticky, and on her computer screen, somehow the 27th was the last day that I have off, and I have to go to work on a freaking Friday.
Then you're wrong. Bev isn't wrong.
Bev's wrong.
No, she's not.
She is.
She's never wrong.
She
I'm
is.
about to cut
Well,
you
ask
off.
her, she's not, but she is wrong this time.
You're
about
not
to get
wrong,
cut
Bev.
off.
It's on him.
You were wrong earlier too, just so we're clear.
Oh my gosh, you've been wrong a lot.
I was wrong earlier. Very wrong.
I think me, Trey Marshall, and Zach Polk are gonna play. It's gonna be a really good time, and you're, gonna be at work, sucker. And Zach, you know what Zach's gonna have?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, baby,
It's cool, dude. Too bad you got to work.
sucker. All right, move us on, or get us out of here.
One or the other.
It's also 10-10. Do we want to save that?
We,
We also have the fantasy football stuff too.
yeah,
Yeah,
yo.
we can say
What do you want to do? You call the shots, man. You don't look at how many people are in here. You have no idea. You can't see that number.
Anyways, you're right. I don't care. Either way, whatever you want to do. I'm good either way.
Produce.
I think the running back stuff is current.
All right,
it's
well,
more
we can
current
spend a little minute here.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to take that long either.
Okay.
I think we have the
same.
same.
All right, Joe, do you want to explain the running back predicament?
Yeah, so running backs are upset that they're not getting paid. Like they're just not getting paid, and
In the NFL.
in the NFL, yeah. So like Saquon just signed a 1-year, $11 million deal with incentives. He was going to get paid 10.1 from the franchise tag. Didn't want to do that.
That was crazy.
So he's getting
Lordy.
11.
Nailed it.
What is he? What did he say?
Sorry, go ahead. Sorry, we're derailing you. I'll read it. You can't read that.
Yeah, no.
He nailed it though.
Yeah, I mean that's 100%. I saw the first thing. Running backs are a dime a dozen. That's all I need to see. I can't see anything else after that.
Well, that's the gist of it.
Yep.
Yep.
But yeah, they're upset they're not getting paid. The whole position as a whole is like where you know, Justin Herbert just signed for like $60 million a year, literally. That's wild.
Yeah.
Like all these other positions are getting paid. Left tackles.
Yep.
Andrew Thomas just got whatever he got, some ridiculous amount, 4 years, $67 million or something.
Yep.
Ridiculous. Laramie Thompson, like everybody's getting paid, but running backs.
Yep.
And so they're upset, which I can appreciate. I get where they're coming from. I would be upset too if I was a top tier running back, Austin Eckler, Saquon Barkley, Christian McCaffrey. I'm upset I'm not getting paid too. However, you're unfortunately playing a position where you only play about 5 really good years, or if you ask Todd Gurley, maybe 3.5, and then your career's over. And so, like, nobody's paying you on the backside of your career the number that a receiver's going to get or a quarterback's going to get who can play till they're 34, 35, 36. Running back's best years are from 24 to 27.
Yep.
That's it. That's what you're getting. And
So-
it sucks that they don't like. It does suck for them. It really does.
No, I agree.
Awful for them.
Yeah.
But like Marty said, they're a dime a dozen. Literally, it's a plug and play position in the NFL.
So he nailed it. He said running backs are a dime a dozen nowadays in the NFL. Supply and demand. Sorry. Bingo.
Agree.
Like it can't be. Here's what I'll say, and then I'm gonna be done with it because I don't have a whole lot to say more. Because what you just said was perfectly stated, Joey. You're correct for the first time tonight. But I think running backs, like it was explained to me like this, and it resonated with me. It makes perfect sense. It literally says running backs get the yards that are blocked for them.
Yes.
If the offensive line moves people out of the way and they run where they're supposed to run, they get the yards most of the time that's blocked for them.
Right.
Unless you're an Adrian Peterson or an absolute, especially in NFL. In college, it's different.
Right.
In the NFL, they all can run on defense. They all can run on defense. They can all tackle on defense. So, like, you get what's blocked for you.
Yep.
Very seldom do you find a back that can go get extra.
Barry Sanders, Adrian Peterson. That's
Yeah.
about the extent of my list.
There's not a long list.
Maybe Saquon.
Derrick Henry.
Maybe Saquon. No.
No.
He's the worst example.
Okay.
Because he only gets what's blocked for him.
Yep.
Now when he gets to the second level, he's
Then
a
it-
problem.
then it's different.
He's
Right.
a problem. But he doesn't
But if
get to the second level if it's not blocked for him.
Right.
You look at his games. People that play him stop him at line of scrimmage.
Yep.
Once he gets to the second level, they're in the third level, no chance.
Now,
It's
yeah,
over.
now we're going for 60.
Yeah. And you're not tackling him.
But
then.
if you touch him before he gets to the second level,
correct.
he's going to have
Le'Veon-
22 carries for 44 yards.
Le'Veon Bell was a back that he was different because he was so patient.
Right.
So he was different. He didn't get what was blocked for him. He got more than what was blocked for him.
And he was the first one to sit out a year, and it didn't help.
And it didn't help.
Didn't help.
Because they said, look, I can go get it blocked up, and next I can go run for it.
Right.
They're a dime a dozen. Like my dad nailed it. Like and you nailed it. Like how you described it is exactly how I see it.
Yeah, I think it's interesting that the running backs are mad at the teams. If you want to be mad at someone, be mad at Ezekiel Elliott, who got paid, got a big contract, and it has been terrible for Dallas.
That was a
Got
great
cut.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you want to be mad at your boy. That's what happens.
But he, yeah.
They're not going to repeat that mistake. That was a mistake.
That's the point.
Yeah.
They're not going to do that again.
But teams still draft running backs in the first round.
Which is dumb to
and
me.
they make that mistake. So
For now, until that bottoms out and they got too much money in the contract and they can't get out of it. Like as good as Bijan Robinson is, I would not have taken him in the first round.
no, I think he's like by far and away the best back of this class, and I think he's going to be really, really good for them. Tyler Algier. Did you know who Tyler Algier was before last year?
That's a bad example because I had him in like a 4-year draft. So
Right.
No,
Okay.
I did not.
But
No.
before you did a little bit of research of that, did you know that? Yeah.
No clue.
Where did he go to college?
I know now. This is a terrible example.
I have
don't
no
know.
idea. Ask me. I don't know.
Okay. Where did Tyler Algier go to college?
Don't
Never
know.
guess. He went to BYU.
Yeah, I knew he went to BYU because I watched him play. But
Yeah.
he's a 1,000-yard back in Atlanta last year.
Mm-hmm.
He was a good back. Good fantasy scoring back too. He was great.
Dime a dozen.
Dime a dozen.
I'm telling you,
Like
they're everywhere.
Bijan's going to have 1,000 yards this year. He's
so
going
could
to have.
Algier.
He's going to have 1,000 yards this year. He's going to probably have 500 to 600 yards receiving. He's going to be a really, really, really good back.
This isn't the contract they get paid on.
So did your 6th-round rookie the year before in Tyler Algier.
That's
Right.
what's so confusing about
But
that.
they also don't like. That's the part that they don't like. People are. We understand. Like this isn't the big contract. It's the next one.
Right.
Like
It's still for a first rounder. It's
For
still
first rounder, it's good.
first rounder.
So,
yes.
Yeah, my point with the first round is not that he's not worthy of a first round pick. He is worthy of a first round pick. But I could go get the same guy, and not the same, but a similar guy in the 5th round, and then build a better team with my first round pick. That's my issue with it. So it's not the money at all for me with the first round. It's just that I could do something different with it.
But these
that
guys are mad
benefits.
about their second. They're mad about the contract.
The second contract, right. That's what the running backs are, yeah.
Right, because you've already like the tread. Like I look at it as like tires on a vehicle.
Right.
It only has so much tread, so you need new tires.
Mm-hmm.
Well, unfortunately, we're humans and we can't just go buy new tires.
No.
Like my knees and my ankles and my feet, they are what they are at this point. My hips, like. They don't have the same explosion, don't have the same burst, but you know who does? The 22-year-old kid, the 21-year-old kid that just came out of college, who was the second back on his team. He didn't get beat up a whole lot, and he is
Florida
fresh
Gator.
and ready to go run.
Florida Gator.
Yeah, I mean, Roshan Johnson at Texas, same
Yeah.
thing to me.
Yeah.
Like, he has less wear and tear than most. Like, Damian Pierce had very
Pierce
little
had none.
wear and tear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was dumb because he was RB1 and his coach just didn't give him the ball.
Yeah,
which is bizarre, but he did him a
that's
favor.
acceptable.
But like him and Roshan Johnson are very similar to me. Like hardly no wear
I
and
think-
tear. They're going to have 5 to 6 really good years, but they're not going to get paid either.
But that's it. In that window.
I will say,
Go get your
this-
bread in that window.
yes, you have to demand it after the first year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Once you like Damian Pierce, you had a really good rookie year. Say I want more money.
Yeah.
got to.
And be
Say,
willing to do what it takes.
Yeah, do me a solid, and I'm gonna do you a solid. Like you're not gonna get $20 million a year. No running backs getting that.
No,
so go
God,
get your
no.
12 to 13 if you can get it early,
Yep. I agree.
and enjoy it. Like 12 to 13 that's pretty good numbers. I'll take $12 million a year.
It does seem, and I could be wrong,
But-
but it does feel like there's like a trend of teams really starting to push two-back systems. Like I remember 10 years ago, you had one running back, he was your bell cow,
Right.
and you just ran the brakes off him. You know, or like Le'Veon Bell in
Pittsburgh,
Pittsburgh. I mean,
right.
that was that. But it seems like more and more teams are going to two-back systems. And
Yeah, they've been
I think
transitioning
that'll
for a while,
help.
but-
Yeah.
It was Le'Veon Bell in,
That's 4, 5, 6
in college at Michigan State. Like Big Ten running backs, they gave him the ball 25, 30 times a game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the Wisconsin guys back in the day,
Ron
Monty Ball,
Dane.
Ron Dane, like
Oh
all
my
those
God.
guys. They got 35
Melvin
carries
Gordon,
a game.
right? Wasn't he,
Yeah,
like-
Melvin Gordon. Yeah.
Tote the pill. But look at him. Like you only, like I believe this too. Baseball. You only have so many throws in that arm before
So many bullets.
something has to happen.
Yeah.
It's the same thing at running back. Like you only have so much tread on the tires until, and the NFL's not dumb. Like and it's a passing league too. Like it's changing. The game's changing.
Yeah, that's another thing.
That's-
Like,
So like you lose value there too. Like we don't run the ball 30 times a game anymore.
just don't.
It's not as efficient.
Yep,
Not as effective.
100%. That's why quarterbacks are getting $60 million.
And a guy like Saquon is getting 11,
right.
which is a lot of money.
Daniel Jones got 40 on the same team. 45 didn't.
It's crazy. I feel like Saquon's been undervalued right now a little bit. I'm just gonna be honest.
I think Saquon. I said earlier. I think Saquon's close to that conversation with Adrian Peterson
Yes.
and Barry Sanders and even Le'Veon Bell.
I wholeheartedly agree. I think that's just like a touch. Like
because that team wasn't successful without him. Like
No.
you put Matt Breida in that offense, and it was like, man, not really great.
But-
it wasn't a plug and play for them.
But like supply and demand, I understand not giving the long term deal. 1 year 11 seems kind of crazy.
I didn't understand why he agreed to that. To be quite honest,
He's betting on himself, but I don't think the market changes in
I
1
don't-
year.
I
that's
think he
that's
realized
my
it wasn't gonna change.
that's my issue is like give me 11, but I want it for 4 years, and then we're good.
They won't do that.
They might have done that. I don't know.
What was it?
I'm not
What was your scenario?
11. Like if I'm good with 11 a year, but give it to me for 4, not 1.
oh heck no, they're not going to go 4.
No.
He's
Not
like
with him.
25. He's not even old.
Yeah, that means 29. He's ancient
Tear an
in the
ACL or something,
NFL.
though?
Yeah, he did too.
Yeah, he
That was
did.
2 years ago.
Oh man, he was my number 1 overall pick that year.
But 29 is ancient running back though.
It is.
That's
Frank
ancient
Gore
running
doesn't
back.
exist anymore. Like those guys.
No.
Yeah, Frank Gore ran until he was like 39.
Yeah, I didn't know he was done. I thought he was still playing at 50.
Might be. Might be. But yeah,
All
guys like Isaiah Pacheco, like,
Yeah, for the Chiefs.
yeah.
Yeah,
Undrafted. Where did he come from? What college?
No clue. Maybe. Ooh. No, I have no idea.
I was gonna say Arizona State.
I was gonna say
something like
Iowa State.
It wasn't Iowa State. It wasn't Arizona State. I don't
that. Oh,
remember.
you don't know?
I don't remember.
Well, why'd you ask the question? Because now we look dumb. Tell us where he's from, then Brad will get us out of here.
It was a. I don't remember. When he says it, I'll remember, but I don't remember right now.
Yeah,
Well, when he says it, we'll all know.
As soon as Rutgers probably.
Rutgers.
Yeah, Rutgers. I knew it.
I got to tell you, I don't even remember
Dang,
that.
Jake
No.
Kennedy knew. I'll tell you that much.
That's
he
what I'm
did.
talking about.
That's
Yep.
crazy.
All right, we
All
got
right.
anything else?
I don't, man. I enjoyed the show. This has been
It's
great.
been a fun show.
Thanks, Sitters.
I absolutely agree. Is there anything in the comments real quick?
No.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Oh wait, no. Jake has a
just
question.
kidding.
Jake has a question.
Do you think the NFL will impose a minimum salary coming off of rookie year? I'm sure there are players' union will try something. I think Jake's right. Like I think they'll try to put that in NFLPA, but you can't. I don't think you can tell people how they're allowed to value something.
Ain't gonna work.
Did y'all see Jim Irsay's tweet?
No, but he's
Basically-
drunk. Was he drunk or coked out? What? Yeah,
At this point, probably both. But what he said was
it was
not
10
wrong.
a.m. then.
What he said, I saw the tweet, but I didn't read it.
Sorry, that guy loves drugs.
Dude, he's crazy.
Yeah, man. Hey,
How many DUIs does he have?
all of them.
Bro,
That's your owner. I want you to know that.
do you remember the video of me watching Anthony Richardson get picked?
Yeah.
That was fun.
We can't put that on the show.
We should. Anyways, thanks, AJ. I don't remember what the heck we were just talking about. We got the tweet.
Pacheco.
The tweet.
Oh yeah.
The tweet. He said basically that they just had this whole ordeal and they got everything negotiated, and now, like, literally a few months later, you want to try to change it already. Never going to happen.
Love
in
it.
a nutshell, is what he said.
He's right.
Yeah,
That's
Bingo.
my owner.
that's your owner.
Hey, did you see Anthony Richardson going down to Miami? Wore a Florida Gator shirt? That's my quarterback.
That's your quarterback. That's
That's
good.
my quarterback.
Bryce Young, QB1 in Carolina, confirmed today. I'm shocked. Whew.
Who knew?
I saw a thing that said Anthony Richardson by week 10, and I was like, it's going to be sooner than that.
Well, they
How
just
about
mean
week one?
they mean like 10 just drop the 0.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Get rid of the zero because we
we don't need to see Gardner Minshew.
Oh, yeah. So, all right, guys. Well, that's gonna be it for Night Sitters. It's been Bradford Douglas along with Joey Edge, Chris Martinez, and producer Rolf, and we are Front Porch Sitting. See you next time, Sitters.